Okay, I'm live. Um, yeah, we're just gonna do some Madoka art. I streamed this like a while ago. Um, but obviously I didn't like have it saved. I didn't have the VOD saved, or like I don't have Nitro, so it just like disappeared. But this is just a Madoka piece that's being redrawn. Um, sorry, I'm like right when I started, I started like rubbing my eyes. um, yeah, this is just a Madoka redraw. Let me just show you. So this is the old one. I think this was 2020. This is a 2020 piece, I think. Um, yeah. So this is really old. I still really like it. Um, but it's just, this is obviously like a really old style, and I don't like the choices that I made with like the faces and stuff. And so this is just kind of redo, like a 2023 redo. I think this was a 2020 piece, so um I'll just show you guys that. So this is kind of what it's been looking like. I mean, I have to still change the face up a little bit because it's been a while since I've like touched this, and I had no idea like how the anatomy. Yeah, thank you for the test. Hi, Toasty Pineapples. It's been a while, huh? I haven't seen you around, but thanks for coming by. Yeah, I had to test the chat because sometimes if I feel like sometimes the chat won't work if like I've not been streaming for a while, so I have to just do like a little test run to see if it's working. But like I was mentioning, this is an old piece of mine I did in like 2020, like a Madoka piece. And I still like I mentioned, I still like it. I still like the concept. Um just it's kind of old, and I don't really like the choices I made with like the face and stuff, and the cell shading, like it's nice, but yeah, I mean, like I still like it, yeah, but I feel like I've gotten better, and I kind of wanted to do like a redo of it, so I decided to do a redo of it. And I haven't touched this in so long, so there's some clear anatomy like things that I have to like figure out. Like sometimes anatomy doesn't really matter to me, but if it's like really bad, then I'd have to like take a look at it. But we're just gonna do that pretty much. This is that. Okay. What the hell's the title of the stream? Yeah, I'm just not feeling okay. So I was like, I haven't streamed in like 2 days. Like I took a day off because I was like, oh, I don't feel so well. And then yesterday I was like, I came back from somewhere and I was like really tired, and I'm like, I don't really want to stream. Hi Roger, how's it going? Are you new here? Or oh wait, no, you're actually a sub here, or not sub, follower here. Sorry, I remember you. Don't worry, I remember you. But thank you for coming by, Roger. Um, yeah, no, the title's that way because I just still don't feel okay. But yes, yeah, follow. Um, yeah, so when I was like writing it down in title, I just like spewed stuff. I was like, okay, whatever. The stream will start. So yeah, but thank you for coming by, Roger. So we're just gonna do this. I honestly don't know, like, I don't know butts, but yeah, followed. Yeah, sorry, I'm still like kind of new with like trying to set things up. Things are kind of like I'm starting to like figure that out now. Like I'm trying to look at like tutorials on how to do things, but I'm slowly building it up. Yeah. Yeah. Um, looks like I had a stroke for the first few words and just agreed with Madoka at the end. It's like, well, yeah, I had to let people know what I was doing. um, yeah, so I'm just gonna try to fix up the anatomy a little bit because just like I said, I haven't touched this piece in so long. For me in general, like doing art nowadays, it just feels like I'm on a little bit of a burnout. Um, And like I'm just trying to kind of get back into it. Like the last stream I did with the sketching stuff, like that was fun, but it was honestly a little bit of a struggle because I feel like take a burnout rest. I definitely feel like a burnout with art, yes. I'm not generally tired. Eat, drink, water, eat. Yeah, no, don't worry. Yeah, no, it's just like general burnout of like not wanting to do art. I don't feel like tired in general. It's just the art process is a little frustrating for me right now. So where is the face layer? It's just like every time I sit down and like I want to draw, my body's like rejecting it a lot sometimes. And I'm kind of bouncing back to it. But I was trying to like, even when I was starting stream, I feel that with Gundams, yeah, it's like I don't want to sit there and do. Honestly, right now for Gundams with me, it's like even though I don't have any right now to like do, it's like I'm down to do another one. For me, it's just art though. So, where the hell? I guess it's that one. This one? This one? Where is... What if I do this? Okay, that's the other one. Sorry, I'm trying to look for... Okay, this is the layer. But honestly, it isn't burnout. More like prolonging how much Gundams I can build and not spend more money. Prolonging how much... comes up. Okay, yeah. For me, it's like... It's that whole process of like doing the art and like just waiting at the end to make sure that it's like sometimes for me a lot with art, it's like even though I have these ideas, it's like it just still feels like at the end it's not what I want it to be. And it's like, wow, I just really wasted my time there. But I feel like for me, Gundams is like more of a relaxing thing. I think with art and stuff, this is more of like a priority of something that I have to do for like to have something going on with my life, to start something. And then Gundams is just like a little hobby where it's like I need to calm down so I'm just gonna get a Gundam and build a Gundam. So I don't think I ever experienced any like sort of burnout with Gundams. Yeah. Personally for me. But it was actually pretty okay. I think it was day before yesterday. I did hang out with my friends or my friend. And she's great, and we haven't seen each other in like 2 years, so that was really fun. There was like this new dessert cafe that opened up in my area, and we decided to go there. I mean, art is like you have an idea what you want to draw, but turns out it wasn't good as you thought. Yeah, sometimes it's like you have a good idea, but it's like you don't have the skills to really execute it, and so it's like, how do I even like do this? It's like, you know what I mean? Especially like I've always mentioned, that's me, yeah. Like especially on these streams, I've always like talked about how I don't really have like the best technology. So when it even comes to art and I have like these crazy ideas, it's like I don't even know, like my computer can only go past maybe 200 layers and then Clip Studio starts to crash a lot. You're talking to a professional loser and idiot. Oh my goodness, don't say that. I'm the professional loser. No, just kidding. Don't say that. So it's like even if I have like these full-fledged ideas, it's like technology-wise, I can't really like do that. You know what I mean? And it's like even with like streams and stuff, it's like it's for me it's frustrating because it's like I would love to just like play a game if I want to just play something that's relaxing if I don't feel really good. But because I don't have like a great like PC or whatever, it's like I can't even do that. I'm very limited of what I can stream. And as someone who wants to stream a lot of things, I have to be either really creative with what I have or, you know, that's a let your emotions run out. Yeah, and I don't think I don't really get emotional with it. I think I just like being a little transparent with everything. What am I trying to do? Let me just erase this. Okay. Yeah, I think it was the inside that was kind of messed up. It was like on the side. What scallop? Yeah, is it the title, Arcfiend? Sorry, I don't feel really good. Scallop. Yeah, I didn't feel really good, so I reflected it in the title. It's kind of funny too, right? It's not concerning. But this is just a piece that I've been kind of redoing. This is a redo piece of this one right here. So this is a Madoka piece that I did in 2020. It's still really nice. I like it. Just kind of want to redo it with my new skills that I have, and I haven't touched it in a while, so I'm just trying to like fix it, I guess. Yeah, that's what we're doing. And if anyone who hasn't watched Madoka, this might not make sense of what's going on, but oh, I didn't even read the tally. Yeah, I am technically a little late. I was like, what, 15 minutes late or something? So yeah, sorry. I just don't feel really good. So I decided, instead of like rushing everything, I just wanted to take my time. I just wanted to say what the scallop. Oh, this was the time to say it. Here, okay. Yeah. So we're just gonna do that. In a way, it's like, I think the term is called like forced meditation. Like sometimes you have to just to force yourself to do it, to just kind of get into the habit of everything. Yeah. Personally, for me, that works for me, like forced meditation. Yeah. I don't know where the other guidelines are. Yeah, here. Okay, cool. Even though I love Madoka, like the hardest things I have to draw are like frills, and these characters have so many frills. It's just so frustrating. I think with yeah, I remember Roger, because I remember my Twitch wasn't working that day, and so none of the alerts or chat was working. I did shout you out though. So the stream after that, I was like, I shouted you out, so I recognize. Yeah, so frills are just like the worst thing. Because even when there's like a lot of wind going on, it's like trying to move the frills around so it like looks like it moves. It's like such a complicated thing. Oh yeah, there's this follower that came in named Roger, and he came in to say hi. And I remember like I just said like, oh, like, are you like new here? And I just realized like, oh no, he was a follower. It's just that on the stream that he followed, like my alerts weren't working, or my chat wasn't working too. So yeah. This is like the most frustrating part of the whole outfit. For some reason, I can never nail this, and it's crashing, right? I would like you to stop crashing. But I haven't been really doing much. When I was hanging out with my friend that day, yeah, so the dessert cafe, it was kind of like a new thing that was there. Expensive, because I think she found out about this cafe because it was like a TikTok thing, I think. I had no idea about it, and it's like in my area, so she's like, let's go here. And the place is like, it's great. Like it's just a dessert cafe, so you can get all the crazy stuff. They have like real food there. Like, you know what I mean, like burgers and stuff like you can have before you have dessert and stuff like that. But yeah, it was pretty good, but it was like really expensive though. I wanted like a coffee, but it was like, because like I didn't have caffeine for that day, and I was like, oh, I'll just like get a coffee for starters. It was like $4.75 for coffee. I also realized I did not fill up my water bottle. It's like, oh man, I think I should just stick with water. I ended up getting it anyway. Customer service was like okay. Like some of the people were kind of confused, and they're always like confused with our order. Like they just kept forgetting. And then like the first meal that was brought in, because like the portions were like pretty big, so we both agreed it's like, yeah, we have to share. Like we can't finish these just by ourselves. And even like the first meal that we got that we shared between each other, like we couldn't even finish that. So I can't imagine like one person just eating that. But it was good. I mean, like yeah, the first meal that came out, it was like a poutine, and it was like a veggie poutine, and it came out, and all there was on there was like onions and like obviously the gravy and the cheese, right? So the gravy and the cheese, and all there was on there was onions. And we're looking at the poutine, and we're like, I swear this should have like tomatoes on it and like, you know, spring onion on it. So we went to like the waiter's like, yeah, like I think this is kind of messed up. Well, not messed up, but you know what I mean. Like, oh, I think the order is wrong. Like there's supposed to be like tomatoes in here and stuff like that. There's just literally just onions. And they're like, oh yeah, we can fix that. It came back, and it came back like we ordered. So that was kind of weird. Maybe the waitress or something like just took it out like too early or something. I don't know. It was good. And then the dessert we obviously like shared that because it was very big. It was like a bruleed Belgian waffle. So like how the desserts work, it's just like on the menu, it's like flavor combinations, but you can like choose between whether you want it in a crepe version or like a Belgian waffle version. So you just choose what flavor you think is cool, and then you just choose if you want crepe or Belgian waffle. And they also had like several ones. They had like cookie pans, they had like parfaits. They had like croissant waffles, which is just like Belgian waffle, but it's like shaped like a croissant. So I guess it's like smaller than like the actual Belgian waffles that they offer. What other desserts they have? I mean, they had like all different types of like drinks as well: tea, coffee, cha. I think it's also like an Indian-based dessert cafe because the food they had there, it was like tandoori on it, and it's like ain't no regular like Western like Canadian cafe is just gonna have tandoori as like the regular flavor that they have there. Yeah, they have like burgers and stuff. I want French toast. Yeah, French toast for me, it's like a little bit like I remember making French toast like by scratch once. I do like it. I am just like not really an egg person too, so sometimes like the way that I cook it might be different how you're supposed to cook it. I think I mentioned on stream that I'm not really an egg person. Every time I have to cook an egg, it has to be like burnt beyond belief, or just like really fried, pretty much like Asian fried egg. No wet eggs. I don't get eggs Benedict. But we got a bruleed Belgian waffle, which was like fresh banana, toffee, caramel. Like the bananas were also bruleed. What else was on it? It was just really good. But something like that. It was like this kind of sweet, like with fresh banana kind of thing. I like eggs a lot. I had like 4 yesterday. Yeah, for me, it has to be like, it depends on the situation for me. Like if I'm eating egg by itself, it needs to be like fried, like be like the living daylights out of it pretty much. And then yeah, anything where it's like you have to make the scrambled eggs with like the cream in it. Do not like that. But yeah, the waffle was like really, really good. But I would go there again. It's like a really nice place. I have like other friends I think would be interested in it, but again, it was like pretty expensive. Yeah. And then, oh my goodness, I went to the Canadian CVS there because it's just down the street. And we just kind of just generally went to like things like Dollarama and stuff. She's like, oh, yeah, I need to pick up some stuff too. French scrambled eggs go hard. I don't think I've heard of French. Is it like more of like a fluffy texture? Because usually with French, I think with French eggs, they are more fluffy. French scrambled eggs. Yeah, no, just like looking at this, I'm not into this. These look so wet. Oh, I don't like that. They're so wet. I hate that. Oh my goodness. I'm more of like an Asian egg, like a very like super fried egg, crispy fried egg. No wetness. Like when I make avocado toast, it needs to be super fried. Like I can't. Fried egg. Yeah, super crispy, not wet, dry. And then like obviously like things like stir fry and stuff, I don't mind the eggs in there and stuff. I just don't like that texture. Gross. Icky. I don't like it. That's how mi madre has her eggs. Oh man. Yeah. I'm a menace though, yeah. Oh, excuse me. Sometimes even the smell of egg, sometimes. I don't know. I used to really like eggs a lot. Like my main dish growing up, I used to make when I'm like, don't know what to make was just a straight omelet. But I don't even like that. I don't even like straight omelets anymore. I guess like a really good omelet I've had is like the ones where you just put like the bell peppers and like tomatoes and stuff in it. I've tried eggs with like the cheese in it, like where they put cheese in the omelets. That's pretty good. But that was like a long time ago. But I don't really choose to eat egg anymore unless it's avocado toast. So, yeah. Where are my guidelines? Oh, I'm just working on her. Okay. Okay, I think I should work on Homura because she needs to kind of be there. I'm just like referencing off of the old piece here. And she needs her own file. Let's do maybe this much. Oh, I forgot to turn these red. I need to turn these red. And then this will be purple for Homura. But for anyone who hasn't like watched Madoka, I really like Madoka. I definitely recommend it. Hold on, my earplugs. I have to take them out. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, Madoka is like, it is a magical girl anime, but it's like one of those animes that kind of started the whole like magical girl, but it's not what it seems kind of thing. So I definitely recommend it. It's very good. Even for people who are not really into magical girl stuff, which is me, right? When I started watching Madoka, it was because my friend told me to watch it, and because he was like a big fan of it, and it was on Netflix. So I was like, okay, like I'll try it out. I started watching it as I really liked it. I haven't watched the movies yet, and I know there's like I think a new movie coming out soon. But yeah, great anime. Again, like even if you're not into where is this? So I'm thinking, hold on. So where does her head lay in all of this? Okay. And I was like telling my other friend too, like, oh, I think you should like watch it. I think you like would really like it. And sorry, sometimes like just doing art at the same time and talking is a little frustrating. But yeah, it's like one of those animes where it's like I still kind of like think about it, even though like I've lost like when I first started watching it, like when I was in late high school. I still think about it. I was like, damn, this is an anime that like is like it exists. It's like a real anime. You know what I mean? I remember I watched Spirit. What is going on here? I remember I watched Spirited Away. Like a rewatch of Spirited Away. Like like the other day, out of just like wanting to watch something, and like there's like a thought in my brain where I was like, I can't believe this is like a movie that like exists. You know? Like this is like a real movie. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't believe like I can't even like imagine like back then when this movie was like out, like what people were thinking. And like to this day I still think like, oh my god, like this is like a movie that like exists in real life. I love that movie. Honestly, my favorite my favorite movie from Ghibli is actually Princess Kaguya. I love that movie. It is like it is very like sorry, New Jeans is playing and like I'm trying to listen to them. Princess Kaguya, it's a very like long movie. I think it's like 2 hours or something like that. And it's like it like really like drags you in. And like but it's like my favorite movie. It's like one of those movies where it's like it just like not messes with your mind, but because of just how long it is, you know. I don't know, you just have to watch the movie. But you got to sit down and watch that movie. It's so good. Um so what I'm trying to like one part of this whole piece was just trying to get this face right. Um yeah, so just trying to figure this out. Like my sister would like ask me or like I like she would like scroll around Netflix and stuff and like look for something to watch. And like Princess Kaguya would just kind of come by. What if I just did this? No. Princess Kaguya would just like kind of scroll by and she'll ask me, it's like, oh, is this a good movie? It's like, yeah, this is my favorite Ghibli movie of all time. But then she'll like see like the length of it. It's like, oh, I don't know. I don't know if I would watch it right now. Because it's usually like when she's like eating food, it's like she wants to watch something where it's just like she'll watch it and I'll like have to focus to watch it. It's like, oh, some other time. And House Moving Castle, I really like. I like House Moving Castle. I mean, Spirited Away is definitely top tier, even though it's like very like, I guess like like not normie. I guess like everyone likes Spirited Away kind of thing, but like for a reason, right? Like it's still like a really good movie. Like I'm watching that thing like still like bewildered and like stuff like that. Just like I can't believe I'm like looking at this right now. Hmm. No, I don't like that. Oh, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so we're like shopping around, and we went to the CVS or Canadian CVS shoppers. Um, and there was like this lipstick color that I've been like meaning to buy, and I've been like looking for it everywhere because when I saw it, it's like I need this color. And the thing is like with lipstick colors, obviously depending on like your skin color, that it's gonna look different compared to like when you see it on someone with like a cooler skin tone. Like for me, I always have to focus on colors that are on the neutral side because I have neutral undertones. Um, and it's really hard to find like good colors of. What am I doing? I'm just like messing around. Yeah, color relevancy. But there is like this influencer that I watch that does have like undertones like mine. Like she has neutral, and then the lipstick that she used, she's like, yeah, I found this at like the drugstore, and I'm like, I think it has like some potential. Let me show you it. And she put it on, and I was like, oh, this is like a really pretty like everyday shade for me. And I'm like looking around, I'm like going to all the different shoppers that I can find, and it's like it's always sold out. And then like when I finally went to that Shoppers when I was hanging out with my friend, it's like, oh, I never been to this one. Let me just check to see if they have it. And I was telling my friend when I was on my way to that brand. So it was like the L'Oreal lipstick. And so I was like, oh man, there's just been this lipstick I've been looking for that like it's always sold out. And then I went to go check just to see if they had it because I didn't think they would. And it was there, and I was like, and it's on sale. And so I bought it. And I was like really excited. I was like, oh God, I hope this looks really good. And then I put it on, and it actually looked really good. And now I'm like, this is like my everyday, like when I'm going out, lipstick, and it looks so good. Cause like every time I get something that's like for example, the shade is like the number on it is 840, and it's like if I go like 841, that's gonna look weird. If I go like 839, that's gonna look weird. But it's just right in that middle, 840. It looks so good. And the reason why like I talk about it because it's like for the longest time with like lipsticks, it's like I've always like mixed my lipsticks with other things that I have because just the shades that I always get, like I can never like it can never like look good on my face, and then like depending on like the return policy, it's like I can't return it and stuff. It's like now I just have this lipstick and I just try to make it work. But this is just I don't have to do anything. Like if I want, I can put like a clear lip gloss on top if I want that like style. Or if I want to mattify it, I put a little bit of powder on top. Yeah. But it's a good lip color. Well, I mean, with the powder, like the powder is gonna change the color a little bit. It's gonna mute it down a little bit. So I really wish they had that color in their like brand, but like in different types of lip like consistencies, like lipstick consistencies. Because the consistency I oh my God, I can't even say the word consistency I have with that lipstick, it's like it's supposed to like almost like a satin finish, but it's like shiny as well. And it's like, well, sometimes I don't want a shiny lip. I just want like a cute like matte lip or something. And so I would love to have that color, but in a different formula. Sometimes brands do that. It's like if they have like an iconic color, they just put that color in like whatever product they can make out of it. I think Clinique was famous. They have the famous black honey color. It's supposed to be like this very neutral, very flattering color that works on every skin tone because it mixes all the different colors together in like this harmony where it works for every skin color. And they have that for like every they have like in a lot of like they have for a matte lipstick. It started out as like a sheer tint kind of thing, and then they put it as like a blush, or like they put it out as like a lip oil, or they put it out as like a matte lipstick. Yeah, but I was just excited for that. What am I trying to do here? Yeah, I could do the hair. But yeah, makeup is a little weird sometimes. Now that like the weather is kind of cooling down, I have to think about like my new foundation shade and what I have to wear for like my foundation, because the foundation that was Golden Honey it doesn't work for me because I was tanning a little bit in the summer. Not on purpose, just like me just being outside and stuff. I don't purposely tan myself, like go out, put tanner on and stuff like that, or like sunbathe or whatever. And like the honey golden shade looked good, and now that it's getting colder, I probably have to go back to my like a bit paler foundation. It's a very normal thing, unfortunately, having to pay for different shades of foundation. So you have a foundation for every occasion, kind of thing. But there's this new palette that actually came out from Patrick Ta, and he has like, and it looked pretty good. And like, I never owned like a full-fledged makeup palette, and I would love to get that one day. Unlike here, we have a massive heat wave this week. Massive. Oh man, is it still really hot there? Damn. It's September, right? Sorry, I just forget sometimes. Yeah, it is September, so it should like go into autumn. Damn. I hope that heat wave just like comes by for a couple days and just like goes away for the season. That sucks. Yeah, I'm not a summer person, so I could feel the pain. But yeah, Patrick Ta came out with a palette, and I kind of want it. It's pretty expensive though, but I heard the formula is amazing. It's over a full week. Oh damn. Hold on, let me just drink some water. I think a couple days ago we did have like some like high heat, like abnormal high heat for that one day, but it's pretty cool and kind of rainy nowadays here. And all the schools in the city closed due to the, honestly, that's actually pretty good. There was like this, I think it was in America, this situation, a kid passed away due to the heat because the gym teacher didn't want to stop him from, like he punished him by doing like a lap, but he passed away because of the heat, right? I think that's appropriate. The heat is not something to be, nothing to scoff at, honestly. I think the same thing happened in Japan. They were doing laps, and the kid passed away. Yes, my sister was telling me about it. There's some kid, I think it was in America. He came like late or something, and so the gym teacher punished him to just like run a lap, but it was like really hot, and he needed water and stuff, but like the gym teacher wouldn't like allow him to have water. And so he like passed out, but then he later like passed away after. It's really, really sad. That teacher shouldn't have like a teaching license anymore or anything. He shouldn't have a job anymore. It's terrible. And it's like, whatever. He was late to school. He probably had a reason. The hell? Christ. I heard even like in Japan, it's like there's like a thing where it's like there's some schools but they wouldn't allow students to wear sunblock because they didn't want like, if they're using any of like the pools there, like they didn't want any of the sunscreen to like get into the water or something. It's so dumb. It's like I can't even like, I mean, it's probably like for another reason, and then they use that for like just for like an excuse to say so. It's like there's probably another reason why they didn't want to let kids use sunblock. But like, why wouldn't she want kids to use sunscreen? It's kind of dumb. Sorry, my phone was vibrating. I don't even. How many times I've said that in stream? I don't even know what I'm doing. Oh yeah. Maybe I should make this a little darker. I have to yawn. But yeah, I'm supposed to be traveling to India like next month or something. And I was actually doing some like outfit shopping because the bride's like, yeah, like depending on what like event we're doing, like it's themed certain colors. So she's like, I want like people to have a green, like we call it suits. So it's like, but it's not like a suit like what you're thinking about. It's just, it's called a suit. It's like I want a green suit, like purple suit, pink suits, orange. And those are the colors. And it's like, we're trying to look for suits to buy, but it's like, it's restricted with like whatever colors that she asked for. And like, there's some colors where it's like, oh, this looks really nice, but it's freaking blue. And she doesn't want blue. So I've been like looking at the suits and stuff. And sometimes like things like Indian suits, it's like, it's really hard for me to find something I like because the style just don't really like it. And I'm like looking at like the simple ones and I'm like, oh, I kind of like the simple ones. So my mom's like, it's gonna be really like festive though, and everyone is gonna be like very blinged out and stuff. And the thing is, it's like when I was thinking like I wanted to do simple ones because I didn't want to like look like more like as done as like the bride, right? It's just like courtesy to not try to look better than the bride. So I was like, yeah, I'll just, as long as it's like in theme, like whatever color she asked for, and I'll just go for the simple one. But my mom's like, everyone is gonna be so blinged out. It's like, are you sure you want to go simple and stuff? It's like, okay, whatever. I'll just think about it tomorrow. Yeah, but it's a little frustrating. And like with India too, it's like, I don't know if I mentioned this last stream, but my mom's like, we have to get you new clothes for India. And I was like, I have clothes. Like, why can't I just bring my other clothes? And she's like, well, India is very dusty and dirty, I guess. And you don't want your real clothes to be all dirty like that. I was like, oh, that's true. That's true. So I have to get like new clothes for like 2 weeks worth of new clothes. Fair, you gotta dress for the occasion, yeah. Like there are some like suits where it's like I like because they were simple, but they had enough texture to it where it's like, oh, that's cool. But like the very blinged out stuff, it's like I didn't really like because it's not really like my style. Or it's like a style I just didn't really like. Very like florally and very like blinged out. And it depends too, I think. It's like if you're doing like the reception, then you wear a suit that's more blinged out than like if you're doing like the jago or like stuff like that. Or like I forgot the name of the bachelorette party. I forgot the name of Punjabi. The Sangeet? I think it's called the Sangeet. I don't remember. But it's basically like the fancy like bachelorette party. And they have to have a suit for that. Damn. And I also been working on like a new version of this model that I have here. I guess I'll call it Yana version 1, I guess. 1.0, version 1.0, and I've been working on like a new fresh kind of by scratch. I wanted to do it by scratch. Just like a new model of this. I'm not changing the design or anything. I'm just trying to make it look better than it is right now. Because Vroid has like this new thing where it's like a new, better format of model, I guess. And I'm working on a new update too, on my own, of course. Yeah, for sure. Because I've been thinking about like my Twitch page, and I'm like, maybe I can like revamp some of these overlays and stuff and do some different stuff. I'm not good with coding at all either, so I don't think I'm gonna have like custom coding stuff. I think I have to pay for someone to do that for me. But I have some ideas here and there. And so one of the things is I've been kind of working on a new model. I can't promise you when it's gonna come out because I realized after working on Vroid after a very long time of not working on Vroid that it is harder than I remember. For some reason, it's not looking the way that I want to. Kind of. It's like that thing where it's like I don't even know how I even did it the first time. Like I don't even know how I did this model, and so I'm just like trying to relearn and stuff. But it does definitely look better. Like the face definitely looks better. I just have to really take my time on it. And I guess that's one thing too. It's like I'm also trying to work on just like better overlays and stuff, and just kind of experiment and like watch tutorials on how to do like some cool stuff. Yeah. I also don't want to jinx it, but I guess I'll talk about it too. Like for a while I've been talking to my cousin about like for like job opportunities and stuff, because I've been struggling to land one, and he's told me it's like, hey, like, you know, I work here and I can get you a job like here and stuff like that. And so it's been like a month or something, or like a month and a bit, and then he actually did call me back like a couple days ago, and he was like, okay, so like I haven't I told like my guy, and I told him about you and stuff, and he's just like, yeah, I just need to wait till he gives me his email so that he can like I can like send a resume to him. And so I'm kind of excited. Like he said, what do you say? It's like he's like, you can't really do like, he's like not looking for like full-time right now. He's probably gonna give you like very little shifts, I guess, because for reasons. But I'm kind of excited. I haven't had a job in a while, so the music is not working. Hello. See? Yes, I can get a job so I can get a better computer so I don't have to like complain about the music. Hello. Music. Sometimes if I yell at it, it works. Come on, work. Hello. Yeah, give me one moment. Come on, music. No. Oh, it switched to my headphones. Hold on. I want this one. There we go. I think because I was like messing with my phone or something. Here we go. Okay. I guess I don't really believe too much in superstition, but I was like, maybe I should just wait until like something actually happens. But yeah, like sometimes with like job searches, it's like I would try to like work for places that like I've already worked for, like franchises I've already worked for, and I'm like, oh yeah, like I can totally like land a job here. And it's like it's at a perfect location, you know, as like shifts that I really like. And I'll like put in my application, and then like nothing would like come from it, and I'm like confused. And like, what if I just like call them and like make myself present? And so I'll like call them. It's like, hey, so I put in a resume. It's like, I don't know if this is like the best thing to do, but I would say like, hey, I just like put in my resume. I was like wondering if you guys are still hiring. I haven't like heard from you guys or like any sort of email. And they'll like ask my name and stuff. And nothing would come from it. And like I even like talk to people like when I'm talking to like counselors and stuff, or people who like ask about like what's going on with like the job search and stuff. It's like, yeah, I use like whatever. And they get confused. It's like, cause I use like mostly Indeed, and like LinkedIn is like okay, but I feel like it's a little bit too like professional in a way. So it's like as someone who does not have a like a university degree or something, just like a high school level, it's like I don't think I can use LinkedIn. Um, maybe I should try LinkedIn. Um, like really use LinkedIn, but I just mostly use Indeed. And even I was like telling like someone, they're like, "Oh, you have to like do it at like a certain time, like in the afternoon or whatever, between this time and this time." And it's like, really? Is that what I really have to do? Um, yeah. So even if like I try to like call and like try to ask for like if they have like if you want me to bring in like an actual resume, I'll do it. Or like I'll go to the store. It's like I saw you like hiring, on Indeed. Here's like my resume you can like take. And they're like, oh no, just upload on Indeed. And okay. Even though I came here to like give you my actual physical resume, kind of sucks. I'm gonna yawn again. But I think the hardest part with Vroid for me was the hair. I hate working on hair. It's like the hair that I have here, it's like it works. It's okay, but it's stringy in the way where it's like it's weird looking to me. Like you don't usually see the back of my hair, but it's not good. And hair is very frustrating to work on with Vroid. Like hair is like basically in Vroid, like hairs are pretty much like meshes that you can turn into a plane. And that's how I actually made my earrings and stuff. Is like you just take the like the plane or the plane. You basically take a hair, you make it like you can shape it to like a square rectangle thing, and then you basically like turn it transparent, and then you can just draw whatever to make it into a certain thing. And that's how I made my little earrings that are on my lobes. Yeah, also my like ringed ring earrings. What's it called? Hoop earrings. With the hoop earrings I have, that was made mostly with the hair tool. So yeah. I think the song already played on this stream, and I'm kind of confused why it all of a sudden started playing. But whatever, we'll just go with it. It's a good song. Yeah, but hopefully I can get the job so I can invest in some good technology and like have some good streams and stuff. I mean, like my streams are already good, don't get me wrong, but better streams. Better streams. I think that's the word I've been looking for. So like going to India, it's like it's kind of exciting, but it's also a little like it's a very like different country, so it's like I don't know how I'm gonna navigate in that world. Because like I think a lot of people don't realize it's like even though I am Indian, it's like people can still tell like whether you're from a different country or not. Um, even if I try to look local, it's like they can always tell. So if they can tell that you're not from India, it's like you're gonna get a lot of like people who sell stuff on the street like harass you and stuff. And it's very normal, so it's like you can like call the police or anything. Like that's just how it is. I don't even know how I want this shape to be. Okay, so just like this little end bit that I don't know. Because that's what I remember from my last time I went to India. It was just like going out was just like so hard. Just like walking down the street was so hard. So you just have all these like people come up to you, try to sell you something. It was like even heartbreaking too, like all the kids too that are asking for money, like begging for money pretty much. They'll do the thing where it's like if you're in a car, they'll like start wiping down the car thing, and then they'll ask for pay even though you didn't want that, even though you didn't want that to happen, kind of thing. I remember that from the trip. And like staring, there's like a lot of staring. It's like I don't want to deal with a lot of the staring because it's not considered rude, I guess. They'll just like stare at you. It's like they'll stare like if you like walk towards them and like they're walking opposite direction, they'll stare at you. But it's like when you pass, like it doesn't stop there. They'll like turn around and stare. And then like you keep walking, they'll like stare at you, keep staring at you. And it's like even though you're not trying to look at them either, it's like you kind of know that it's happening. I am not excited for that. Yeah, I think the place is kind of messed up here. Hold on, let me fix that. Because I remember this song was playing. Let me just turn off the volume here. Yeah, I don't know. That usually does not happen. Hold on. Let's do this. Okay, sure. And what else in India was... I mean, like, yeah, taking a bath, it's pretty bad. You have to warm up a bucket, and then that's your water, and then you're just in a room. You're just naked in a room outside, and then use the bucket to clean yourself. They even told me it's like, I'm gonna have a hard time like washing my hair too, because I'm like very particular with like my hair care routine and stuff. I do a lot of hair training on my hair, and so I can last like 2 weeks without washing my hair. And like when people hear that, it's like they think I'm gross, but it's like no, it's because I train my hair to produce oils, in a certain way where it's like I only get to I wash my hair like every 2 weeks because it just doesn't get that oily, you know. But when I go to India, it's like I'm gonna have to like I'm probably gonna wash my hair like every 2 days or something, and I hope it doesn't really mess up with my hair training. I don't want to have to go back home and like retrain my hair. Yeah, like a lot of guys are always just like, yeah, I have like really oily hair. I don't know what to do about it. And then I'll be like, how many times do you wash your hair in a week? It's like, oh, what do you mean? I washed it every day. It's like, yeah, that's why. That's why it's so oily. Because the science is that, well, yeah, science. When you wash your hair every day, the reason why it gets so oily is because your hair is trying so desperately to like make the oils that are good for you, like in your hair, and it overproduces and it gets super, super oily because you just keep stripping it away. So if you do hair training, you don't have to deal with that. It can be it'll be like very like unbearing, like especially that first week that you do hair training. But you'll get through it. But personally, it worked for me. Like for some people, it doesn't work for them. For me, it worked. So maybe one day I'll stretch it to even longer. There's some people who only wash their hair like once a month. So I'll see if I can do that. Train my hair to wash it for once a month. And it's very convenient too. It's like when you want to take a quick shower, it's generally like that quick. And sometimes some people are also like how do you like not wash your hair every day? It's like that's what the shower cap is for. That's why they invented shower caps. What do you mean? That looks nice. I like that. But I've always wanted to like dye my hair a different color. Because I wanted to like try it to like, you know, try it once in my life. But I never seem to like go through with it, you know, because I do like my hair just black. Um yeah. I've like thought of colors like blue and stuff, because blue looks like good on my skin. But like I don't know. I think it's that feeling of like dyeing it and then like not really liking it over time and just like, okay, I guess I have to wait till it like grows out. But for some reason I'm not like scared if like a tattoo looks weird. I don't know. I think because I'm very like careful with like how I take care of my hair and stuff. It like I don't know. Like it's my hair is already kind of a hassle, you know? I don't know. And like I've said before, I'm planning to donate my hair, but I have still like a long way to go. It's still like really long, but I have to grow it out much longer in order to donate it. Oh my God. But for the new Vroid model, um, I wanted to make a new one because I wanted to try to put blend shapes on the model, so it's like better like facial expressions and stuff like that. I don't think I have a webcam that like um can like handle that, you know? Maybe I just kind of want to make the model to just have it, and so when I do have the technology for detecting blend shapes, I would, you know, use it. But I remember I wanted to do that for this model, and the way that I formatted this model, um, I couldn't do blend shapes. So like I'll just make a new model anyways. This model's kind of old anyways. Maybe like this? No. I don't like that. Maybe I'll leave it for now. No. Um, I honestly don't know what to do here. Um, Man, I think my brain is just really tired. Doesn't even know what it wants to do. I feel like I'm quiet too. I hope my mic is picking up everything. Okay, so the shoulders are probably over here or something. It's like that. Like a little rough estimate. Come on, Spotify. Come on. Okay, I see the thing scrolling, I just don't hear it. Come on, Spotify. Sorry, this is like really giving me like anxiety or something. What the hell? Okay, hold on. BRB. There we go. Gotta yawn. Yeah, I have to have like a yawn counter on my stream or something. Keep track how many times I'm yawning. I like the idea of it having being like a very big collars. Maybe flare this out. Okay. I think I could do this bow tie better compared to last time. Um, but yeah, I'll start with this. That's too big and wide though. Yeah, just keep it relatively small, I guess. I don't know. um, okay, something like that. Okay, that's still very stiff though. Okay, maybe. Okay, yeah, maybe something like this where it's like flat against here. Or maybe have it downwards like this, so it's a little bit more interesting. Or like, actually, hold on, let me shape this. I don't know what I was trying to do there. But I kind of have the idea what I want to do. Okay, I'll just like shape it like this, but tuck it in so it looks like it's kind of like the same size as the other one. What is that, the 6th time I yawned in this whole stream? Okay, the little stringy bits. I can try to make them a little interesting. Um, hmm. Okay, I kind of know what I want to do here. Okay, kind of like that. I don't want to move this though. Yeah, I feel like last stream was kind of chaotic compared to today. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't want to like just take another, like, that'll be like 3 days off streaming. It's like, I don't know. I don't want to do that. I don't know. I guess I just kind of feel like I've been running out of things to stream. Because like if I'm feeling kind of burnt out with art, then like kind of mixing that with like doing streaming is probably not the healthiest thing to do. Which is like, I do kind of want to finish like work on this, but I don't think it's gonna add up to like a good stream, because then it feels like I'm just kind of like making myself draw this and then having to stream on top of that. Does hurt the brain a little bit. And it's because I don't really do a lot of things in life. It's like sometimes doing just like a just chatting stream is kind of, personally for me, when I look back up to just chatting streams, it's like it feels a little stale too. It's like, what do I talk about? I don't really do anything in life. I feel like I talk about what happens, and then it's like, what else do I talk about? Hmm. I mean, I kind of am liking how it's coming along. What if I put Madoka? Yeah. I just kind of been looking at like my Instagram account and stuff. And yeah, I've just kind of been noticing like I've just been lacking on just doing art and stuff. And just like working on big projects like this can be like very like taxing, especially when you're trying to build an audience. It feels more like a chore than it does feel like you're having fun doing things. I think I'll just do this on a new layer. But Spotify is broken again. Can I fix it? Yes, I can. I think the arm. How did the arm go on my other piece? Like that. Okay, it's pretty close by. Ooh, art. Bamboo. Yeah, I'm doing an art stream. Silly. Yeah, I don't know if a friend told you I do a lot of art stuff. So yeah, I've just been kind of mentioning on stream. I haven't been feeling really well, but I'm here streaming because I took like 2 days off. 2, 3 days off, I think. I don't know. And like I have to stream today because I kind of have to just like start it up and like get back into the routine pretty much. But I'm just kind of redoing some old art that I did in like 2020, which I kind of still really like. I'm just kind of like updating it now because I think my art style, I think it's been a bit better, like my art. And I kind of wanted to redo it because I still really liked it. It just doesn't like reflect my style anymore. So, but thanks for coming by. Honestly, it's been just kind of a stale stream, to be honest. I honestly just like, there's been things that's been going on in my life, but a lot of things don't really go on in my life that it's hard to like talk about stuff on stream. So I've been kind of somewhat silent on this stream. Usually I have like a little tag here that says, "Hey, I'm not feeling very talkative today." So at least viewers know that I'm just not feeling very talkative. But I forgot to put that on, so where did my hair? Okay. I want to make this longer actually. Wait, is the music even working? Hold on. Be right back. Oh my god, the music wasn't freaking. Oh my god. Ah! I've been like freaking crying about this music not working. I realized it has even. Okay, here we go. There. Okay, there. Freaking. Oh my god. I'm actually so mad right now. Because I have half an hour left of the stream now. This whole time, music could be playing. See, now my father. Oh my god. And my Spotify freezes, and now my freaking display thing is not working, and like everything is just falling apart. Oh my goodness. Technology is going to be our downfall. Yeah. I know how many times I've been complaining about my dusty, crusty laptop. How many streams now? It's like a broken record. But I still try to come here and stream. At least it's like kind of working. At least I can like get streaming to work. Yeah, it's okay. My viewers are not responsible for if the music is working. That's my responsibility. See, now Spotify's not working. There we go. Should be working now. Each if I float the tab like that, it should start working. I said if I float the tab, it should start working. Okay, there. Picks the same laptop running out of bandwidth, yeah. I've been using this laptop for, oh my god knows how long I've been using this laptop for. And I really do want to update it because like I've said before, it's like it does kind of impede with like how much like art and stuff I can do too. Like I've mentioned before that when I do art, I can probably only go around 200 layers at most. And then from there, my computer will start crashing and then I can't really work on the piece anymore. But you think 200 layers is a lot, and it's like a rare thing that I reach that, but it's like, no, it's like, that's kind of like a normal amount of layers that I reach. If I'm like making very, like, very intense illustrations where I'm like generally trying to work on a big project. And, that sucks because it's like if I want to make better art, I can't really do that. My computer won't allow me to. I even talk about how sometimes it's hard to I'll just leave it like this. To even have like stream ideas because I don't really have the technology to do a lot of things. So sometimes I feel like I'm stuck, like doing the same thing over and over again. It's like I don't want to have to do like art streams all the time. Like I want to play like games on stream, but I'm very limited on what I can play. Even like things that I can afford, like I can't really afford playing a lot of games. Oh my goodness. It's very depressing now that I think about it. But I'm here. I'm streaming. I like streaming. Just today I feel very icky and tired, so. Like I think I was even like 13 minutes late today because it's like, you know what? I'm already kind of late. I'm just going to take my time getting ready. I'm not even going to like try to make the time because I feel gross today. Maybe the arm will go here. Start small, use what you have, yeah. What I'm kind of doing right now. I'm always trying to think about like some ideas that I can do. Because I do like to do a lot of hand cam streams. And so I've done Gundam building. I've done like a coloring sheet. What else have I done on hands cam streaming? Well, there's probably more that I can do. I just can't really think of one right now. Oh, I've done reading. I read a book. I read a book on stream with hand cam. I don't know. When will I be a reaction streamer? I think that's the question. I don't think I even will be good at doing that either. Reaction streaming. Maybe if I folded this over. Because I feel like I'm not really good at like commentary stuff. And I don't even know how I want to do the sleeves. I used to stream, then it got picked up by my company. Haven't streamed for 9 years now. Oh wow. Damn. Do you plan on streaming anytime soon? Or do you just do mostly like YouTube videos? From what my friend showed me. Was there something about like streaming that you like did not like anymore? You just prefer to do just more like YouTube stuff? Because I've been kind of thinking about doing like YouTube stuff too. Don't know really what to do on YouTube, but I just pretty much upload my VODs there. And I don't even know how I want to do these sleeves. Because I want them like all folded up and stuff. But my perspective. Once in a while, hop on Discord and build models on cam there. Oh, so you just do mostly the Discord stuff. Yeah, so it's like more like intimate kind of thing, just like with like people that you kind of know and stuff. I see. Yeah, I know my friend, she does a lot of like watch parties. I haven't hopped on them yet. Sometimes I see it, but like it's always at like the times when it's like I can't really go watch it with her. So yeah. Gotta yawn. I think that's like the 6th yawn I've done today. No, 7th. Something like that. I was joking around this stream. Like I should have like a counter for like every time I yawn, because I always yawn on stream terribly. Whatever, that's part of my VTuber character anyway. See, I don't even know what I want to do with these sleeves. God. Sometimes it just gets me a little angry. It's like, why can't I just figure this out? Stream side revenue or 1 hour work is no comparison. Yeah. I guess it depends, because sometimes just like for me it's like just like going on stream. I guess it depends, because like if you're a small creator, like just trying to build that audience where you can just like stream and then have a guaranteed audience there, and you can do the whole like sitting on streams eating the salad thing. You definitely have to like build yourself to that, where you kind of have to do the whole like streaming thing of like making conversation, and you know that's it's like it's tough, like trying to make conversation out of thin air. But I totally get how like with 1 hour, like with like making videos and stuff, it's like all that editing and stuff that goes behind it. Then I can see with some streamers, it's like, yeah, it's like no comparison on what is like worse, because a lot of streamers just kind of do sit there and then they get a revenue out of it. You can, but you sacrifice some things doing that. Yeah, for sure. I think yeah, I think you have to really build a big audience to kind of get that whole status of like sitting there doing nothing stream and still getting a revenue. Like when you, again, like when you're smaller, it's like you have to constantly just be entertaining and like just like think on the fly, and then like just have to keep up with it. There's always a trade-off, I learned, yeah. But again, I do respect like the YouTube like creators, because like all the video editing and filming that they have to do, the planning that they have to do is, you know, it's hard work as well. Yeah, there's, I think, yeah, like maybe for some like YouTube people, it's like they can't do streaming because just going things off the fly is like really hard for them. So they need to have everything scripted and plan it out when they want to talk about something. Or there's some people who prefer like streaming games and having like a live audience with them. It's like definitely a preference. But I definitely don't agree with, you know, I just don't like the people that like defend their like ways of streaming and stuff. It's like I totally get it. It's like you're sitting there for like 10 hours a day or whatever, how long you're sitting there for. And I totally get like, yeah, for like if you're streaming for that long, yeah, your brain is gonna be, you know, not thinking right, because you're just like talking, and like your brain gets exhausted, you can't think straight. And so trying to like pull yourself together while you're streaming for like 8 hours or whatever. And I totally get like the eating food part, because like then you get like hungry, right? And then you need to eat. But I honestly prefer you do that like when you're on your break kind of thing. Like just like for me, it's like I would like space out my breaks so that I can eat in between. Like it's like a real job. Like I would like have my 30-minute break whenever I need to or whatever, and then I'll eat there. I don't need to eat while I'm on stream. I feel like weird kind of like eating on stream. Maybe if I have like a snack on the side, you know, but not like a whole meal. You know what I mean? Yeah. For me, I do like having things scripted because I have a bit of a speech issue. So having things scripted can help with me like saying things. Even then, sometimes when I do have a script, like I still mess up the words, but just having like my thoughts there on paper kind of helps. I've been working on this sleeve for how long? But like with the YouTube videos, you can definitely just like look at mistakes and like try to fix them and stuff. When on stream, you have to like think right away, like, ooh, should I say that kind of thing? Like I even have moments too where when I'm on stream and I'm streaming for a while, and I can feel my brain getting like very tired, and then I have to think, okay, I have to be really careful like what's gonna happen after this, because what if I say something like weird? And I'm not saying like I say like very terrible things, absolutely not. Maybe I just say things that just don't make sense. Or I just jumble my words really badly or something. And yeah, you can edit it out, yeah, for sure. I do like a live audience. It is kind of fun. Yeah, I think like my first stream, which by the way, which was on YouTube, which streaming on YouTube is like such a hassle compared to Twitch. It's just so just not good. Creativity goes so far if you mix up with tech and art. The possibilities are endless with the industrial world. Yeah, I think a lot of people. Wait, let me talk about my first stream. But yeah, my first stream, it's like if the first half an hour of that stream, I got tired right away because I wasn't used to just like talking a lot and like, you know, thinking about what I'm doing live. And so that was like very, oh my God, that was very frustrating. I remember when I did my first live stream on YouTube, I'm like, I did not like this. I'm gonna try Twitch this time, and I definitely prefer it. But yeah, there's some like quote unquote like VTubers that don't even like call themselves VTubers, and they're just like, oh yeah, I'm just like a content creator that just uses like a avatar to do videos. I would consider myself part of that like culture or whatever. I think it's more of like a cultural thing. They just don't want to be part of the culture, so they don't call themselves VTubers. But yeah, I guess I would consider myself that as well. Like just a, I guess I call myself a VTuber. Man, I don't even know what I'm doing here. I call myself a VTuber because it's like quicker. But I guess I could say I'm like a content creator that makes content, mostly streaming, different generations. Yeah. Because I always like talk about like the whole VTubing culture stuff and how I don't really like it, and you know, part of why I did VTubing was because I just didn't like just things that I just didn't like the whole, I guess, vibe. I don't even know what to even call it. So I just thought like, well, I'm not gonna wait for someone else to do it. I'll just do it myself. So I guess I call myself just a content creator. Guess I'll do the sleeve like this. Yeah, this probably should be like a big sleeve because a little closer to the camera. Maybe make the perspective like very dramatic. I think that's the word I've been looking for. Yeah, but sometimes with like VTubering, like I guess it just kind of, I guess when it more like when it kind of started with like Hololive and stuff, it was definitely, it felt more attached to kind of that more like idol culture, and idol culture just isn't really my thing. Sometimes like the fans can be really scary, you know. It's like if they find out that like you did other things in your past that does not reflect your kind of idol character now, it's like that can really affect your career. It's like, sorry, I don't come out of the womb. I didn't come out of the womb like, you know, like born to be an idol and that's all I ever know in life. I'm not some like anime character or whatever, you know. Sometimes when I think of like idols and stuff, I think about like, I don't know if you watched Coming to America, but like it's the girl that was supposed to be the wife of the main character, and how she was like this person that was born to just serve whoever she was gonna marry, and so she was raised to do that kind of thing, and she knows nothing else and has nothing, no hobbies, no personality, no nothing. Yeah, I'm surprised the VR world hasn't picked up, but then maybe the pandemic slowed that down. Yeah, I don't know, it's just like idol culture kind of reminds me of like that girl, where it's like that's what they expect you to be. It's just someone that has not experienced anything other in life other than just like wanting to be an idol and like the character they're portraying. Because I think a lot of people don't know, it's like with like idols, I think it's like pretty common in like K-pop, but like when you be an idol, it's like you're one character, and then like if they decide to terminate you, they terminate you, and then you can like join another group or something, and now you're like a different character. It's not really like, it doesn't really reflect who you are. Sounds like that JP Singer stars all the girl band groups, yeah. And I think people are kind of catching on with that with like VTubing, because there have been like VTubers that used to be indie and then they go for corporate, and then when they're done corporate, they go back to their indie persona. I think Kason was like famous for that. She started as Kason, and then she had a chance to be Kidu Coco, and then she left, I think it was Hololive, as Kidu Coco. Or was it some other company? And then she went back to being Kason. Like, yeah, it just like when someone's like their character, especially when in the corporate side, it's like it doesn't really define who they are, because it's just like a character, you know? And then like when they're done with their company, they'll just go and do like indie VTubing. It doesn't really reflect them. And so I'm kind of like, that kind of like goes back to like when people find out like things that people say in their like old Twitter posts, I guess it's like, why are you surprised? It's like they're a human being just like you. They experience things just like you. A lot of people who do these VTubing stuff, it's like they do it because they need a career. They need to pay their rent. They need to eat food. It's like, yeah, I don't know. And like, of course, right. If they did like terrible things in their past, it's like, yeah, bring that up, because it sucks that someone who had like a bad past like that had a chance of being successful, and other people who really want that position, it was like taken away from like a bad person. Like, yeah, call that out. I'm just saying, it's like, I think there was like a certain VTuber from Hololive. It was like the demon, like half demon girl. Was her name Alba? Like her character name? But she started, everything was okay. And then people were kind of finding out that she also kind of was another persona before she became Alba or something. And they like saw that like she kind of had some sort of like judgment with like idols, and she's like, yeah, that's kind of crazy how idols work that way, and that people wanted her terminated because she wasn't like, I don't know, it's like she had like conflicting thoughts about like idol culture and stuff, which is fine, but because like you're not supposed to really say that if you want to go into like an idol company, that's like you shouldn't like have a platform, I guess. I don't know, because people who have like these thoughts about idols and stuff, it's like if they want to join a company, they probably went in with the intention of like wanting to do something different, not just like completely be like, oh, I hate idol culture, and then completely like just not, and like pretend like they just didn't say that, you know what I mean? Let me actually search up and see, who's that girl? Terminated. Let me see if I can search it up on Google. Terminated. Follow. Live members. Oh no. Okay, her name was not Alba. It was Mano Alloway. She has a cute design. Oh yeah, I remember the Rusia thing. Like I wasn't around when the Rusia thing was happening, but I was like learning about Rusia, and that was pretty crazy. From what I remember, like I remember Rusia, like personally, like I think she didn't really handle what she did okay. Like okay, I think she handled things with like a lot of emotion. Yeah, it's different culture. And the second is it's company because the profit margins first, creative second, and reputation somewhere in between. For sure, yeah. Because especially with like VTubing, it's like if you do everything under the guise of like personality, it's like it's hard to get like a genuine what is it? Like a genuine like for example, if like a certain VTuber had a very like bad past or something, and people were calling out, it's like, yeah, this person's like, I don't know, like really racist or something. Sometimes like the VTuber can't really like talk about it because it kind of just like it kind of messes with like the whole immersion of like the personality or something like that. And sometimes like I notice like a pattern sometimes with companies when it comes to things like that, like racism and stuff, it's like it seems like it's not really their priority for people who feel like offended by those things. Like I've seen some like situations where someone like would say something really bad, like something really racist, and like you don't really see the company like say anything about it or like mention it, or have you know what I mean? And it's like, but when it comes to like someone having a relationship, then it's like then they want to apologize, then the company wants to say something, then they have like a freaking suspension. It's like Hollywood now, yeah. See, I think this is why I'm I can't even like get into like a VTuber company because I talk about it too much. I talk about the companies and stuff too much. I think that's why. I think I mentioned this last stream. It's like I can't even get into a VTuber company because I just talk about that shit too much. It's their own agenda versus the company agenda, or their own belief versus the company admin agenda. Yeah. Especially in the VTubing world, it's like you don't really see a lot of POC, especially in more like the official stuff. So like companies. I think there was one Hololive that's like Latina. Yeah. I can't even think of any other culture beyond like Latina that like. I think that what was it, Millie is like Filipino or something, and she's very like open about being Filipino and stuff. Is it like a Hololive Filipino branch? I don't know. Or sorry, she doesn't speak. She speaks like Tagalog or something. I don't know. Maybe she just speak another dialect. Um, but sometimes it's hard to tell, especially with VTuber models. Like, you can't really tell if they're white or Asian. So it's hard to really tell what has like a clear culture difference to it because every single one of them can wear a yukata. You know what I mean? I think so. Yeah, yeah. So that kind of shows like their priority. It's like, well, a lot of the fans don't want like a lot of POC in their companies or in their VTubers, so they either want like white or some sort of Asian, you know. So I mean that's kind of the tease. Like if you see some of the corporate VTubers, it's like it's just a sea of pale skin, and yeah, that's why I think that's why they don't really talk about like I can do a German Asian. Oh yeah. I mean, I'm technically Asian too. I'm Indian. You know, I count. Oh, I'm not the right Asian though. I'm sorry. Damn, I'm sorry. I'm not the right Asian. I mean, I think that's why like they just don't talk about like racist like stuff because The people who if they acknowledge someone is doing something the worst mix, oh man. You know, I've never met someone who was German Asian though, so I don't know. How does it feel? Like um yeah, I think that's why companies don't really talk about like some people who are racist, because I guess they don't believe that like there's a lot of POC in the fandom. I think people want British Asian or Aussie Asian. Yeah, some sort of mix of white Asian. Yeah, a lot of people want that. Um, yeah, very. I think I feel like mud. Oh, don't say that. Don't feel like mud. Do people ever like? Do people ever like say that to you though? Do people be like, they ask, it's like, oh, so like, what is your like background or whatever? And when you say German Asian, it's like, is that like a disappointment to them or something, or is it like, is it just kind of like a personal thing? Um, yeah. Oh yeah, I was gonna say like, especially with sometimes with VTuber fandoms, it's like I find like with VTuber fandoms, they're not very like um empathetic towards like race issues and stuff. So it's like if someone is being racist, it's like that's kind of like a quote unquote based moment. You know what I'm saying? It's like very funny kind of thing. So I guess that's why they don't really care for it, because they um they have a fandom that also doesn't really care. I don't know. They're confused. Oh. Am I not getting like my world history right? Is there something that I'm not getting right away? Or is it just like the hey, that's just kind of an odd combo? How long have I been working on this sleeve for? Oh my goodness. Maybe I'll work on this hair. Yeah. Cause like part of like when I'm doing streaming and stuff, it's like I try to join like you know, companies and stuff. I won't say which ones. Um but just like I try to look and stuff. Because when you hear an Asian accent that has a German tune to it, oh, okay, I see. I see. So did you like grow up in like both areas kind of thing, and that's how you kind of got the accent? Yeah, I've heard some people they have like accents where it's like a mix of both of their cultures. My accent is kind of like that because I'm from an area where it's like, yeah, I'm like from Canada, but like growing up in a Indian household, you kind of have like those inflections as well. Born and raised in Germany. Oh, okay, that's interesting. That's really interesting. Yeah, but isn't there something wrong about being like mixed like that? Oh, I know I have German with Texan accent. Oh my goodness. Man. Is it like a thing where people like have a hard time understanding you or something because you have all these different accents? It confuses my German friends. Oh, okay. I knew someone that was like Portuguese and also had like a Spanish accent as well, so it was really hard trying to understand him. But yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Let me just... Surprisingly, they all say they can understand me clearly. Okay, for sure. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's okay. It's like if it's okay. It's okay if it's like you have like a different accent and stuff. Don't feel bad. I mean, you didn't ask for it anyway. You didn't ask for it anyway, so it's like it is what it is. As long as no one's like, you know, hurting you because of it, it should be okay. Unless that is something that I'm missing out on. Unless that's exactly what's happening. Spotify, hello. Okay, there we go. Let me see this without the... Okay, let me... Where is... Okay, maybe if I got rid of the skull. Where is the neck? Okay, never... It doesn't matter because the hair is covering it. Okay, let me check. So I worked on that sleep for way too long. My old teacher says it seems that I only adopted certain things like tune and common words, but not specific slang and slurs. Okay, interesting. Like with your accent and stuff? I don't think I'm catching on with what you're saying. It seems that I only adapted certain things like tune and common words, but not like specific slang or slurs. Oh, like with your... Okay, I see what you mean. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I gotta stretch. Like certain language... tone naturally deeper. Oh, okay. Japanese higher pitch. Oh, okay. But guys deeper. Okay, okay. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, yeah, I could see, because like for me, it's like I have a valley accent because I'm from that side of the world. Texan try to sound all masculine, yeah, for sure. Because so I have that accent, but also being from Canada, I have like saying like O words. It kind of makes my voice sound deeper. It's like the Canadian accent is like you're trying to sound like a moose, pretty much. A boot, yeah. Pole dancing, Bun Bun. Bun Bun. Pole dancing Bun Bun now? Oh my goodness. What's been going on, Bun Bun? Yeah, exactly that. Yeah. Like when I say ooh words, it's like, or if I'm like deep into the Canadian accent, like my voice tends to sound deeper because I don't know, for some reason I want to sound like a moose all of a sudden. And especially with like the Indian accent as well, it's like sometimes for some reason the Indian accent, like they want to sound deeper and stuff like that. I miss having a reaction from people reading my name, so I went wild again. But the question is, Bun Bun, do you actually pole dance? That is the question. And also if you do like work, because like pole dancing is just like such a complicated thing to like do. It takes like so much strength. I did once. I salute you. It takes a lot of strength to do pole dancing. It like exercises different type of muscles, you know what I'm saying? It's fun, yeah. Every time I see it, it's just like I'm exhausted looking at it, you know? Like the when people do like the competitive stuff. Like, damn, how do you do that? It's like gravity doesn't even exist, you know? Yeah, but for now, yeah, so for stream, I'm actually ending it. I know Bum Bum, you like you just came in. Clap at you, that pole looks scary. Yeah, because it's like so slippery and slidey like. Um, yeah, you have to have like insane strength to like keep it up. But yeah, I'm actually ending the stream because it's past like the time I end stream. And I'm sorry, Bun Bun, you just came in. Uh, but I'm gonna have to end the stream here. The entire stream, like I was pretty quiet pretty much. I just talked about how I kind of feel kind of gross today. And I just wanted to work on some art here that I feel like I barely worked on because my brain is just so fried. Well, it was fun having things high. Yeah, hopefully when I come back streaming, I have a little bit more energy and stuff. So I think I'll come back to drawing. I don't know. I'm feeling burnt out of drawing, so like I don't even know what I want to do for next stream. But I'll try to figure something out. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for everyone who came by. Everyone have a good night. Have a good morning. I always upload my VOD on YouTube. And definitely check out the VOD, whatever is on Twitch, because sorry, I don't have Nitro, so can't say that's why I that's why I upload it all on YouTube, but see you soon, hopefully. Yeah, sure. See y'all. Bye.